Yo, Elliot, what is going on, my guy?
Not much. You?
Not much. Just watched Denver implode the final 3 minutes and not get it covered. And then they just got bailed out with a missed free throw on the front end, but they couldn't rebound it. Game over. Brutal. Other than that, 2-2 today.
For sure, game over.
Myself for not betting Marshall. I'm watching on GameCast. It's 80-72 now. Yeah, it's done.
Damn it.
Kicking myself for not taking Marshall today.
Man, that shit was free. Over, team total over, fucking lay the 17.5, lay the 30.5, lay the 40.5. I don't even know what it ended.
I think they won by 55.
Woo!
Yeah. Ass kicking. Oh, hold on. NDSU fouled.
Watch out.
8 seconds. Oh, Lordy. Now I just need Denver to make 2 free throws. That's easy, right? Yeah, probably not. But yeah, there were some absolute just blowout winners today. Just absolute blowout winners. Yes, Seth, Badgers, blowout winners. I was very wrong. Maybe they turned the corner. I thought this would be a spot where it's like perfect letdown. You think they're back, and then they go to Penn State and lose or some shit like that. But they didn't. Maybe they turned the corner. Maybe this team's figuring it out. So, it's depending on who they're playing, what the line is next game. Maybe I will fire in on it. We'll see what's going on.
And then they're gonna lose outright.
Yep, that's the time. I was a game early on fading them.
Right.
I didn't fade them today. But, yeah, shout out Bucky, I guess. But
yeah, shout out Central Arkansas, Wagon, 21-point winning West Georgia.
Did you watch that game?
Woo! No.
Oh my God, West Georgia was up. I was like, all right, we're doing all right. Took a shower, come back, they're down fucking 17. I was like, what the hell happened?
Just like that?
It was like 20-5 in the turnover department.
Damn.
20-5. I was like, you went to cover 12.5 even if you
I think it ended, I think that way. I think it was 22-8 was the final. So on turnovers. Brutal.
Hold on, what's going on here? Was that a tech? Oh my God, it was just a technical or something. It was only 1 free throw, not 2.
A Class B? Damn.
I don't know, but it made free throw 1 of 1, timeout, and now foul on Denver. Makes free throw 1. All right, well, even if he makes them both, a 3-ball. A 3-ball will do it. But, yeah. Green Bay, yeah, someone down here, Green Bay got hooked. Yeah, they closed at 7.5, and then somehow came back and covered by just the hook. I guess shout out Green Bay, but I wanted to bet it, but that number was so big. I was like, why is Youngstown laying 3 possessions? I avoided it.
Yeah, that's crazy because Youngstown State, man, they've struggled all year long. 3-7, they haven't been profitable. It was at home. They're in the Beagley Center, so I guess you could see that. But 7.5, that's a lot of points. So yeah, I'm glad I did not fall for the trap of that Green Bay.
Yeah. Update on the Denver game. I get the kid who decides he just wants to hit a layup instead of just check the 3 like everybody else when the game's on the line. They lose by 5. Get hooked. So shout out that kid for deciding to play fundamental basketball and go to the rim for a layup. Bozo. I don't get other games. My Apple TV quad box wasn't working today, so I didn't get eyes on as much as I was hoping.
That triple overtime game, I know it was a stinky game, but New Hampshire, Binghamton. New Hampshire survives, wins 88-82 against Binghamton. That was kind of a fun game. Bilal El-Shakari had 16 points, 16 rebounds. Friggin' beast down low.
Yeah, damn. That's whoever was tuned into Binghamton, New Hampshire, you got treated to a good one.
I was.
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching after I saw. Well, I mean, overtime. I watched about half, basically damn near a full quarter or a full half because I watched 3 overtimes. I always tune in on when I'm checking scores and stuff as I'm going through, seeing what I'm going to put on the TV, and just if there's ever an overtime game, I automatically get flipped to one of the TVs.
Yeah.
I will shout out. I know Bill and Mary, getting it done, giving UNC Wilmington their first loss there in the CAA. So William and Mary gets it done, 77-70. That was one that I was watching pretty closely as well. Really good game.
Fairfield gets it done. 10-point dogs. Don't matter. Keep the points. Beat Niagara. Wait, no. Fairfield was laying 10. My apologies. They won by 1. I looked at that. I was like, wait a minute. That is completely wrong.
Niagara laying 10. I would have.
I wrote it down wrong.
On
it. I laid it wrong. I wrote it down wrong. Yeah. Fairfield -10 did not get home. They sneak past Niagara by 1.
Talk about Siena. Woo.
Yeah. That second half was domination.
Talk about those close games, or those a lot of blowout games. That was one of them for sure. Austin P got it done. I know you were on them. That was a good call on you. You could have got 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. Didn't matter. 21.1 against Florida Gulf Coast. That Hampton Monmouth game, man, that was a really fun game too. Hampton kind of controlled that kind of all throughout the stretch, but Monmouth kind of fought back and made it pretty close. I think they even took the lead down the stretch, like 60-59 there, kind of towards the end of the game, and then kind of Hampton went on a little mini run to finish it. But that was a fun little watch. There in the
not good eyes on that one, unfortunately, but I will take your word for it. I believe you.
Oh no, it for sure was. It was a good one.
Hey, how about Towson? They won by 13 today on the road. Beat Elon.
I know.
Figuring it out now. Are they good?
I think the biggest thing was that they held Elon to 59 points.
Yeah, and they scored 72.
That's impressive. Elon, man, they're constantly in the 80s for the most part, but Towson kind of showed out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I think Towson may have figured something out here. 4 straight wins. I mean, they beat Charleston, Drexel, Elon, and Northeastern now too. So some decent opponents got the wins. They might be back. They might be back.
Lose their first 4, win their next 4. There we go.
They could keep it rolling, man.
Oh,
and they went on the road and won by 13 to a really good team. I think they may have gotten her squared away. Yeah,
that the good old you guys probably talked about it last night, but the good old rivalry in the America East, that was a fun game. Vermont, UMass Lowell. Vermont gets it done on the road. I was trying to think. For the longest time, they had a streak there that Vermont hadn't won in Lowell in a long time, but I think that might have gotten broke. Last year, I know they won. I was trying to think of when.
They're like 32-4, 22-4 or something against them.
Yeah, there's some streak. I think it may be. Yeah, I think they ended it a few years ago, but yeah, no, Vermont got it done. I don't even know. You know what that line was?
For Vermont, it was 4.5. I was on Lowell.
4.5?
Yeah, they went down double digits twice, clawed back, and just didn't have enough gas the third time to do it. Those bastards.
What else you get eyes on? Or what else did you watching?
Just kind of watching Montana State a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of watching Montana State. I've got Irvine 8.5 now. I'll probably pull up another game to throw on here on the side monitor while we do this. But yeah, I don't know. I had about 3 games on at each time, and it wasn't much. Like I was dicking around with my Apple TV trying to get that fucking quad box thing to work on ESPN, and it wasn't. So shout out Apple and ESPN for sucking. and rooting my night. But no, I mean, I don't even remember what they were. I mean, I had Merrimack Iona. That game was great. Iona basically at the buzzer. Got it done there to beat them. I had Eastern Illinois and Southern Indiana on for some reason. Horrible game, but great at the same time. I mean, it was a tight game throughout, and I think there were like 8 minutes left when I got up to come down here. So, what else did I have on?
Hey man, those MAC games, they're always close.
I was MAC heavy tonight. Really, I really was.
Always close.
James Madison, South Bama, I had on. That was a really good one. Yeah, that was about it. Unfortunately, need to get
Robert
another
Moore.
Apple TV to.
I saw Robert Morris get it done, 1-12. They're at home against Milwaukee. That was a good win for them. Eastern Kentucky continues to do what Eastern Kentucky does. Lost another game. They're in conference play. Lost to North Florida, one of the worst teams there in the country. So, shout out to EKU. I just saw. I hadn't seen the Barber score, but UCSB,
fucking them up.
Put it on, Cal Poly. Game over. 40-point win.
They are fucking them up, to say the least. Unless they gave it up, but I don't think they did. So,
you have anything in that SIU Edwardsville game? Tennessee State, nope. SIU Edwardsville?
Did not.
SIU Edwardsville's up by 6 right now at home. They're starting to, speaking about a team that, was I thought was going to be one of the better teams there in the conference, and then they've kind of haven't been too great, but I think they're figuring some things out. 4-4 in conference play in OVC so far, but looks like they're possibly, if they can get it done, they got to finish out this last 2.5 minutes, but up 4, hold it on. They'll get a good win against a really good Nolan Smith coached Tennessee State team.
Yeah. Shout out, good win for them there. I mean, yeah, that I like Nolan Smith's team overall. I think they're pretty solid, especially year one for them, and just kind of having to scrounge up pieces. Pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
He didn't come in till late, so he wouldn't even no full recruiting cycle, no nothing like that. So yeah, he's done a really great job for as little of the time as he had to formulate that roster. And Crutch is right. Shout out to the Cocaine Bears. That was talk about a nasty ass slugfest game there in the YMCA gym. Maine survived 52-49. So
what a game. Yeah. Anything else on today, or keep her moving?
I don't think so. Nothing yet. We're looking. Maybe we can get a little spot here. Go in on something live. Charleston gets a win, kind of bounces back. I know they had lost a few games, but they got a win against a decent Campbell squad, kind of a feisty Campbell squad, back at home. So good win for them. I don't think they covered, though. Oh, yeah, they did. Covered by the hook, at least on the closing number. But maybe I'll look at getting in live with something. Hawaii game's coming on now. Chat's popping. Chat, put in what I need to.
Hawaii's on in an hour.
Yeah, tell me what I need to put in for my plays, chat. Anything live that anybody likes. I know we only got a few games. A lot of games are wrapping up now, but it looks like we got Fullerton Beach at halftime, Irvine and Riverside, 4 minutes left in the first, and then Hawaii game against Bakersfield coming up in an hour or so. Put in your favorite plays for these last 3 games going, and I'll tail one of them so we can sweat something out while we're going over this. What we thought was going to be a shorter slate, but then the weather has created it into a kind of doubled it up into a 25 game slate, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Before we do that, brought to you by Rhythm. Shout out Rhythm for sponsoring the show. They're doing great, amazing. I know we've kind of hit a skid with the plays, but I mean, still, you look at the record, absolutely crushing. We got room to go on a 12-13 game losing streak if it actually happened, because they've been crushing it. We've been up so much this year. I mean, they do great. NFL, NBA, college football, RIP college football for another 9 months. But they do golf for the summer. I mean, who doesn't love betting golf and
Oh,
sweat?
already started.
Yeah,
Get it in.
Amex this weekend.
I've been hammering, looking through the golf stuff. So I'm
Homa?
excited. Top 20s, top 10s, top 5s, all that. The one thing that I'll kind of maybe push for a little bit. I haven't really looked into it a significant amount, but what I really want to see is if they can get some like head-to-head matchups, things like that going. That'd be pretty sweet if we get some head-to-head matchup type stuff there in golf. But right now they've got really good stuff out there for your winners, but also just top 10, top 20, top 5 winner categories, things like that. So I'm excited for the golf season to kind of get ready in full swing.
Yeah. If you were betting golf, I mean, they got MLB, they got it everything. WNBA, their WNBA models absolutely fucking cook. By the way, last year just blind betting it. I swear to God, it's hitting at a 62% clip. It was ridiculous. But they overall fantastic. They got their smart signals now too. Shows you where each model performs best. If it's in that specific range. For the variables, it recommends it with a smart signal plan. They absolutely cook. So appreciate Rhythm. Use promo code PFP25, 25% off your first month. With them, it pays for itself. It's worth it. Worth the shot. Just 1 month. Give it a whirl. If you really hate it, so be it. But I promise you, you're not going to get rid of it. It's fantastic. So shout out Rhythm for sponsoring. They are the best. And now, the games. Monroe is heading to App State. Lay it with App State. They're not moving. Monroe coming off an ass kicking and the traveling. And it's another early game. App State's going to suffocate them. This total feels a little high, but I could see App State honestly scoring 80, 85, and Monroe, scoring 60, 55. I will lay it with App State. No hesitation tomorrow.
This a standalone game now, or?
There's a bunch on at the same time.
I think it's only 11
first
o'clock.
First half is
12 o'clock games. Yeah, I like laying it with App State. It does kind of scare me just a little bit that Monroe's off of the complete ass kicking. I'm seeing 14.5 now, so it's actually came down a point because not a lot of times I would feel comfortable laying this big number with an App State team who really kind of plays at a super slow pace, one of the slowest in the country. Can't really shoot the free throw. They really struggle, dead last in the country at free throw percentage. So that might not bode well. However, Monroe, the one thing that they do really good at is not fouling. They just give up easy buckets. So yeah, it'd be a lay it for me. I'll lay the 14.5. We'll see if I bet this. I probably should, because just like you were kicking yourself for not betting Marshall today, probably should bet it because I don't want to be kicking myself tomorrow when I didn't bet App State minus the 14.5, and they're cruising by 30 in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one App State just Homer Simpson's wrangles her neck and just kills him like he does to Bart. This is going to be a murder. Give me App State. Mercyhurst heading to New Haven. Apps. This might be game of the day. Going to New Haven, laying 1.5, 121.5 total. Give me Mercyhurst. Better team. New Haven, not that good. I think I like the coach. They're feisty at spots, but Mercyhurst just the overall better team. They can shoot. They've got a little bit more experience in here at this level. I will take Mercyhurst, but no bet.
Yeah, it's hard for me to. I don't know. New Haven 3-game winning streak so far. Fresh off of the road victory against Chicago State. Mercyhurst, on the other hand, they got a solid win against Central Connecticut. So, is it feeling high and mighty after that 18-point kind of blowout win at home? I'll tend to favor the home team here. I'll back New Haven plus the 1.5. I don't love it because Mercyhurst, one of those teams that me and Huffer really like to ride. But I think New Haven at home, they can get it done and be winners of 4 straight, possibly look at starting out the NEC play 5-2, which is unheard of kind of there in the first year in D1. So you're looking at it right now. You got LIU at 5-1, and then Lemoyne, Central Connecticut, and New Haven are all tied for second at 4-2. So they've got some things to play for. Mercyhurst 1 game back, 3-3. So I think this should be a fun game. I think you're right. One of those games that's going to be not fun to a lot of people, to the casual basketball watcher, but for us, should be a really fun game. I'll back New Haven at home.
Bring it on. I'm not betting it, so I'll root for you there. ECU head into the Super Pit. We get North Texas ECU at noon tomorrow. ECU is catching 10.5, over under 135.5. This just feels like a dead under. This is a random game that got pushed up early. East Carolina is going to be traveling to North Texas from Kansas. So I'm sure that's not that far, but regardless, played Wednesday. Now you got to travel and play this game. Moved up a day early time slot. I like the under. 135 feels a little too high. This feels like it plays up in the mid to upper 120s, like a 64-60 kind of game, something like that. I don't know, but just too many points. I mean, ECU already struggles to score. Now you're going to go play North Texas early with a wrench thrown into the schedule here that you were expecting a day off. Just give me the under 135.5. Just set it and forget it.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I like that under as well. I also was looking maybe at just the ECU team total under as well, just what you kind of had said. North Texas stayed at home, just got that 19-point win in the Super Pit against UTSA. East Carolina, on the other hand, only put up 60 last time out on Wednesday against Wichita State. It's about a 5.5-hour drive from Wichita to Denton, so not too terrible of a drive, but however, like you said, you're expecting, maybe another day off kind of travel, but instead they probably stayed the night in Wichita on Wednesday night, and then Thursday was their kind of practice day, and then moving it up to Friday really can kind of throw a wrench in some things. So I like it. The Ken Palm's got this at 130, North Texas 71-59. So I'll probably either attack the just full game under 135.5 or ECU team total under whatever that is.
Can't go wrong. Stetson is catching 13.5 at Austin P. Austin P dominated today. Stetson, gritty game against Lipscomb, climbed back, didn't have enough in overtime. But now you got to go play Austin P. That is brutal. Stetson cannot hang on to the ball. I mean, they only turned it over 18 times today. So good luck doing that against Lipscomb. Now you got to go play the number 1 turnover defense, and fast break defense in the conference here with Austin P. And they stay home, and you're off an overtime game and traveling. I will lay it with Austin P. I think they kill him. I think Stetson's just gonna be dead by halftime and just be like, just fuck it. Just get us to the plane or the bus or whatever and just get us the hell home. Be done with all this. I will lay it with Austin P. I think they're going to come out and just smash them again, similar to what happened today.
Yeah, I'll battle you here. I'll be on Stetson plus the 14. They're out there. Just kind of hard-fought win that does kind of, worry me a little bit, or hard-fought loss, sorry, does worry me a little bit just because they're playing back-to-back now. But, not really too big of a travel spot going from Nashville to Clarksville. So I don't think that's a real worry. These kids are, 18 to 22. I think they'll be able to bounce back, play, decent and competitive. Not going to be like tired legs or anything like that. Playing a back-to-back. I just think 14 points is too many. We saw Austin P get the win by 12 at Stetson last 2 Saturdays ago. So I think Stetson can kind of, they know what to expect from this Austin P team in terms of turnover wise, things like that. Austin P, fresh off of that 21-point win against Florida Gulf Coast, they're kind of feeling themselves. I think they go through the motions a little bit. They know they're going to be able to handle business. And I just think we see like a 10 to 12 point victory. So I'll take every point and give me that 14 with the Mad Hatters.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's battle. Because Austin P's going to fuck them up. This is gigantic for a reason. Florida Gulf Coast is heading to Lipscomb. Lipscomb off of the overtime comeback win today. What happened to Florida Gulf Coast? Oh, yeah, they played Austin P. They got fucked up.
Beat by 20.
Yeah. And now you got to go to Lipscomb. Lipscomb came back, credible comeback against Stetson. They were down significantly and then, forced overtime and got it done there. But now you got to go. You got to play back-to-back. You got Florida Gulf Coast coming in. They just got their asses kicked. They turned it over 18 times, 6 of 21 from 3. They were good inside, and Lipscomb, not a great interior defense. Not to mention they're coming off of that, excuse me, that crazy game today. I know they're not traveling, but I think FGCU just got their ass kicked. They're going to play with a little bit of pride here and cover this number against Lipscomb, who's vulnerable inside, where FGCU likes to attack. So give me Florida Gulf Coast here with the 5.5.
Yeah, I'll take Florida Gulf Coast here as well. They've already lost to Lipscomb once this year by 7. They're at home. This line, it's telling me Florida Gulf Coast is going to stay in this game. Lipscomb, like you said, has been able to, get that comeback win, kind of steal. I know Stetson was damn near going to finish that game, and then right at the end, Lipscomb kind of tied it, forced it to go into overtime. But I think we see a nice little bounce back spot. Florida Gulf Coast will kind of respond here against Lipscomb. Should be a close competitive game. Give me the points in Florida Gulf Coast plus the 5.5.
Beautiful. Dunk City up tomorrow. Kennesaw is laying 1.5 on the road versus La Tech. Why are we not just laying this with Kennesaw State? This what am I missing here?
Third straight road game for Kennesaw State.
They're out for loss though.
La Tech at home been really good. I mean, the only home game they've lost so far in conference play was Liberty, who cream of the crop there in the CUSA, starting out 8-0. Just a weird line to me, really.
I'll take Kennesaw.
Yeah, and I mean, La Tech's also off the loss to Jacksonville State. I know they're really good at home. They had that amazing 20-point comeback win last time out at home against Middle Tennessee State, where they got that done for us. But taking Delaware to overtime and beating them by 2 at home, not that impressive. Give me Kennesaw State as well. I think they can get it done. I'll back them off that loss against Sam Houston State on the road. They get another win before they return home.
Yep, I'm with you. Kennesaw State money line. They're going to get this win. This is a short line because La Tech has looked good at home this year, but we know this team's bad. Now you got a hungry Kennesaw State team who's been playing well, just coming off a loss, and now you get to go play, in my opinion, a really bad La Tech team. So I'll lay with the Owls. Let's go.
I don't mind that over either, Ian. La Tech definitely not the defense that they have been in the past. They do play at a super slow pace offensively, and they're not very good on offense. So could be a little concerning, but I think, with the way that Kennesaw State plays and the pace that they play, should be kind of a high-scoring game. So don't mind that over either.
Points, baby. Furman laying 5.5 on the road at Greensboro, 150.5 the total. Greensboro blew that game today.
You want to talk about another game that
was that yesterday?
Furman against the Citadel. Citadel wins.
Furman's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, they were up double digits. Brutal.
Yeah. They were coasting. I mean, they're at 40 to 28 at halftime, kind of cruising. Even, with about 10 minutes left, they were up 55-36. They're up 20 points.
Jesus Christ. How did that what happened?
5-minute mark. About 7-minute mark. Citadel goes on a 15-2 run and gets it somewhat close, 63 or 64, 61, something like that. And then they end up tying it and then taking care of it in overtime. So terrible loss, in my opinion, by Furman there.
Yeah, you go from 5-2 in conference to 4-3, and Citadel's a game behind you now. That's brutal. Now you got to go to Greensboro, who hasn't looked good, but they're back home playing a Furman team that now looks shaky. You lost to Wofford at home, then you go on the road and you do that to Citadel. I think this is a nice buy low for Furman. 2 losses in a row, and they're on the road. Greensboro sucks. They're coming off of a win, but this team sucks. I'll lay it with Furman to bounce back. They have to. They can't go 500 in conference play. This is a much better team than that. They're going to jump up to 5-3 tomorrow and find themselves hanging around, top 3 or 4 in this conference. So give me Furman, lay it, bounce back.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I like this Furman minus the 5.5, especially after dropping that game against the Citadel on the road. I'll trust the better defense. Furman defense way better than Greensboro's. Greensboro's defense is absolutely atrocious. I think Furman will kind of be able to get whatever they want on the inside. So hopefully they don't settle for a lot of threes because they don't shoot a high percentage. But I think inside and the interior, that's somewhere where that Furman can really expose Greensboro. And the fact that Furman, I know they don't shoot very high clip from 3. Greensboro's defense from the 3 is not good at all either. So I expect Furman to kind of get whatever they want offensively and kind of get it done here. I just hope that they don't try to rely on the 3 too much and really kind of work it inside as well. I think that'll be kind of the path to success for them. And if they do that, I see them winning this game by more than 5.5. So I will lay it.
Beautiful. St. Louis is hitting the road to Bonaventure. They're laying 8.5. I just want to lay it with St. Louis, I think.
I mean,
Bonnie's are schizo.
Bonnie's
win finally, but
yeah, they won, but shit, they were down 12 points at halftime. I mean, I know they went on put up 54 in the second half, outscored them by 26 and won by 14. But I mean, shoot, I don't know what is wrong with this team. Down by 12 to Loyola Chicago at halftime at home. I mean,
I'm not going to get cute. I'm just going to lay it. St. Louis ain't going to give up a lead when they have it.
Yeah, it's a get up of all get up spots for St. Bonnie here, just because you've got the other Saint coming into town. But yeah, I just haven't. I think the St. Bonaventure team, there's something going on. They're a little broken. I mean, I know they got their first win in conference, but still 1-5. I don't see them, their defense wise, don't see them being able to stop St. Louis. The chosen one does bring up a good point. St. Louis, they've got George Washington. They're at home next, but they're on the road. St. Bonnie's good, solid team. I could maybe see possibly looking at an over here as well. But yeah, no, I'll lay it with St. Louis. I'm with you. Don't overthink it. Lay it with the 8.5. The Bonnies, man, they're giving up a lot of points. I just don't think they're going to be able to stop the St. Louis team.
JB brings up a good point. Maybe just a team total. St. Louis should be able to get whatever they want. And now you don't have to worry about them on a Friday night on the road in a hostile environment, covering a number, just scoring points, which they should do at will. I don't hate that. I don't hate that team total over move.
He's right. They're not going to look past the Bonnies, I don't think.
No, Bonnies are still a good program in this conference. And I think St. Louis is so locked in and focused and loaded right now that they're not looking past anybody. I know they just came off of a close one against Duquesne. This is a bounce back. The Indiana Hoosiers are heading into the rack. Clay, Michael and company. Laying 7.5 in the rack. 147.5 total. What? Are we serious with this line? Are you kidding me?
No. Hell no.
No. Rutgers, money line. Peichel and the boys in the rack take down Indiana. Indiana has not looked good. They have not looked good. I've been backing them. I've been believing in them. I know they just covered against Michigan. Lucky that, but they got blown out at home by Iowa. You got blown out on the road by Michigan State. Nebraska, you had a double-digit lead on. You lose that game by 7 at home. Now you're going to go on the road to the rack, and all of a sudden you're going to fix your problems? No, I know you beat up Maryland, but that place doesn't have – that was also during no students. Now you get the rack with students. Rutgers has already played some tight ones at home against teams. I mean, they had who was that? Ohio State was tight. Purdue was tight for a little bit. I don't think they beat Oregon. They beat Northwestern. I mean, like, they've been playing some good ball. I know they just got blown out by Illinois January 8th. But other than that, going all the way back to fucking December 20th, all these games have been fairly tight. Get the fuck out of here with this IU laying 7.5. Rutgers are going to win. Money line plus 7.5. Lock it up.
That's right. I said it.
Battle. Indiana minus 7.5. Belt to ass. As I just saw that in the chat. Yeah, chosen one. Indiana belt to ass. He is correct. He is the chosen one for a reason. Indiana, yes, they haven't looked great. Why? They played 4 top 20 teams in the country, really good defensive teams. 2 of those on the road, 2 of them at home. They've lost 4 in a row in the Big Ten, 3 and 5. Now they get to face one of the lower tier teams here in the Big Ten. Indiana, belt to ass. They win by double digits. Let's battle.
With all due respect, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that.
Rutgers. Don't overthink this, guys. Don't get cute with Indiana. They're awful.
Don't overthink it. Rutgers,
Football team was back in town too after that. They were partying and having a good time. Now you got to go to New Jersey. They ain't focused. They ain't ready.
Don't overthink it. That's why you faded them against Michigan. But they covered against Michigan, I think.
I didn't bet the game. Middle Tennessee is catching one at Jacksonville State, 134.5 total. I'll take the point in Middle Tennessee. I like backing them on the road the last 2 seasons now, including this one. They've been good on the road. Like, usually they've been bad on the road and good at home, but roles are kind of reversed, and they're kind of picking it up at home this year. This team's not bad. I think Middle plus the 1. I think they win this game outright. They don't care about no fucking weather. They're coming to play ball tomorrow. That's what they came to do. Get this Jacksonville shit out of here. Let's go Blue Raider up.
Yeah, defense travels. I'll take Middle Tennessee State here. I think they're able to get it done on the road. I backed Sam Houston State when they played at Jacksonville State. They got it done outright, won that game by 15. Maybe we don't see as big of a win there, but I do think Middle Tennessee State wins this game outright. So I will take Middle plus the 1. I'm not super impressed with this Jacksonville State team. We just got them off of a win against La Tech, so I'll fade them here. Give me Middle. I'll just take them on the money line.
Wagner going to Lemoyne. Lemoyne's laying 7.5. 147.5 total. Lemoyne laying 7.5. No, thank you. I know Wagner's not good, but 7.5 points. Are you kidding me? It's not like Wagner's getting fucking blown out. They lost by 7 to Fairdick, 6 to New Haven, 1 to Mercyhurst, St. Francis 2, and then Stonehill was a 1-point loss. Beat Chicago State, beat Maryland Eastern Shore, beat Manhattan. I mean, come on. Like, this team's not getting blown out. They lost by 2 to Fordham, 1 to UMBC. Seton Hall was a 7-point game. Get out of here. Give me Wagner plus the 7.5, but no bet. I'm not laying 7.5 with Lemoyne. Get the fuck out of here. A lot of these are moved from Saturday, JB. They got moved over from Saturday to play early because of the weather and the storm.
Yeah, I'll just JB Monroe, Upstate. That one was moved from Saturday to Friday. FGCU, Lipscomb as well. Stetson, Austin P, ECU, North Texas, Kennesaw State, Law Tech, Furman, Greensboro, High Point, Radford, Jacksonville State Middle, Charleston Southern, Longwood, Citadel, ETSU, USC Upstate, Gardner-Webb, Tulane, Charlotte, and Western Illinois, Southern Indiana. Were the ones so far that have been moved. But yeah, I will take Wagner plus the 7.5. I know Lemoyne has kind of laid it on some of these teams, especially at home, but I think it's way too many points. I'm not going to bet this game. Probably would have bet it if we had the 12-13 game slate before all these games moved. But now that we've got extra games to bet on, I will not be betting this. So I will pick Wagner plus the 7.5.
Preach, brother. Long Island laying 6.5 at Stonehill. Stonehill off of the St. Francis road loss back at home here. LIU off the Lemoyne loss on the road, third straight road game. This LIU team is, pretty respectable. I mean, this is a team that had Winthrop on the ropes, lost in overtime by 2. They beat a LaSalle team. They lost by 4 to Mississippi State. FIU was a 7-point game. Georgia was a 15-point game, and then they've beaten Central Connecticut and Mercyhurst already this year in this conference. Laying 6.5 on the road. I get it's a travel spot. They did play Monday, but they're off a loss. They're a good team. They're coming to play. Stonehill just lost to St. Francis on the road. Now you got to come home and play LIU. I don't think that's an ideal bounce back spot. Give me LIU, no bet.
Yeah, another kind of game. I don't know if I necessarily want to lay the 6.5. Especially LIU on the road. I think this number is kind of spot on. I think that they probably LIU gets this done. I'll take LIU minus the 6.5. Check the pick space to see if I bet it. It'll be one that I probably possibly pull the trigger on down the stretch. But as of right now, not gonna race to bet this game. And JB, storm wise, I'm sitting. Looks like where I'm at, Kansas City was getting about 11 to 14 inches of snow supposedly. Coming in on Friday night into Saturday, and then another like 4 inches on Sunday as well. So should be fun. I'm gonna have to leave KU State game this weekend, Sunflower Showdown in Manhattan. So I'll be leaving super early on Saturday to try to get ahead of it. Hopefully the highways don't shut down so I can get there in time and not slip off the highway.
Yeah, it's a come home from work, stay inside all weekend kind of weekend for me. Fairdick is catching 6.5 against Central Connecticut. I will lay it. Central Connecticut at home off of a loss. Fairdick on the road off of after a win against Wagner. They're coming to Central Connecticut to get bent over, and you can finish the analogy from there. This is Central Connecticut by 1 million. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just a classic bounce back spot for the real Blue Devils here against Fairleigh Dickinson. They just got absolutely killed by Mercyhurst on the road by 18. So I think we get a spot where we can back Central Connecticut here at home. I think they're able to get it done and pull away here. So give me the Blue Devils by 6.5.
Yeah, I actually really love this one. Really like this one. I'll save you the time and effort, folks. Just lay it with Upstate, and they'll win. They're going to win by 25. Just be done with it. Upstate minus 9.5 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it with.
We're gonna try to break this game down. It's Gardner-Webb is this team may be the worst team of all time.
I mean, they're not.
New Haven would win by 10.
They're not the worst team of all time, but I don't know. At home, they can kind of play somewhat competitive. 9.5. USC Upstate lane 9.5. That seems like a lot of points.
Longwood just
USC
laid 15 and won by 40.
I know, but USC Upstate. I mean, I know they've lost 2 straight. Just had that tough outing against Asheville. Give me Gardner-Webb at home. Are you betting it?
Oh my god! Fuck yeah, I'm betting Upstate. Set it and forget it. It's like a fucking easy bake oven. Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, there we go.
Or what is the set it forget it thing?
Set
The
this line.
infomercial.
Set this line.
Set it and forget it.
Hey, what's this line? MVSU, Gardner-Webb on a neutral. Take out home courts. We'll
On
go
a neutral, Valley State -1.
on a neutral. Valley State lane. No.
Yeah.
Neutral site. I'm saying Gardner-Webb 2.5.
They're laying 2.5.
Yeah, on a
Get the
neutral.
fuck out of here. Fucking max nuke 20-unit play on Valley State when that line comes out. Get the fuck out of here. Laying points with Gardner-Webb. You got me fucked up. You think I'm laying points with Gardner-Webb?
Would you?
No,
So
no, hell no.
if Missouri State, if Mississippi Valley State was laying points, you'd lay it.
One. I mean, you're gonna ask me to lay 2.5 either way. No, thank you. I'm gonna take the dog then. But fuck.
I'll take okay. I'll take Gardner-Webb plus the 9.5. I'm probably not better this game though.
High
We'll
point
see.
laying 9.5.
I might get a little frisky and battle you here. I think they can get a
Thinking about getting a little freaky tomorrow.
Let's
Betting
do
some
it.
Gardner-Webb.
Mm.
Radford catching 9.5 at home to High Point. They're off a loss to Winthrop. High Point got their lick back on Upstate by 20, and now they're going to hit the road and play Radford here. Radford has not been bad in conference play. I mean, High Point hasn't looked good. I mean, they obviously the Gardner-Webb game, but a lot of these games have kind of been somewhat close lately within this number. It's 9.5. Okay, so one of them, but I mean, still Longwood 13-point home win. Charleston Southern 2-point win in overtime, loss to Winthrop, and then Upstate on the bounce back was a 20-point game. LaSalle was a 12-point game. 9.5 at home. I'll take it, but I'm not going to bet it. I don't want to fade High Point, but I don't want to put money on Radford.
Yeah, I'll go High Point team total over here. Radford, they just give up a lot of points. Don't really play a lot of defense. They also play with a high pace, just like High Point. So I see a lot of points here. Would be inclined to maybe just take the over. That's kind of a high number at the 167.5. Just give me the team total and High Point. We typically see, they're just scoring at will for the most part. Even in that loss to Winthrop, they still put up 75. So yeah, give me the High Point team total over.
Love it. UMass laying 1.5 on the road at Buffalo. What? You're gonna lay points on the road to Buffalo? Buffalo off of 4 losses: Ohio, Kent State, Miami, Ohio, Akron. No, Buffalo bounce back. Give me the 1.5 with Buffalo at home. They're gonna win this game outright. UMass won 3 of the last 4. Ball State, Western Michigan, lost to Northern Illinois, and then they pulled Toledo out of their ass at home. They're going to lose here on the road. Buffalo 4 straight L's. They're getting this done tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. Buffalo plus 1.5. I think this line's a little weird to me, and I'm going to be on the over 159.5. I know Raymond just popped in the chat, asked if the total felt a little high. I think it's high for a reason. I think UMass, they definitely play with a pretty solid pace. And Buffalo, they just had a stinker of a game against Akron at home, only put up 63 points. I think they shoot a lot better Their defense isn't very great. UMass offensively will be able to kind of take advantage of them. So I see this game getting over. So this will be a double bet game for me. I'm going to bet Buffalo on the money line or plus 1.5, and then take the over 159.5. I think it's kind of tough up there at that 159 range.
Yeah. Chicago State's catching 2.5 at St. Francis. This is similar. Are we seriously laying points? I know you're at home, but it ain't a home game. Ain't nobody gonna be there. I'll take Chicago State with the points. No bet. No bet.
St. Francis money line bet. I don't want to lay points, but I think St. Francis will be able to get it done. Chicago State is absolutely god awful. St. Francis, they at least have showed they've had a pulse. Beat Fairleigh Dickinson and Stonehill at home. Both really, really close games, 3-point win and 2-point win. Their other win came on the road against Wagner by 2. Don't like laying the 2.5, but I will take St. Francis money line. I'll bet it.
You sick bastard. Citadel. Okay. Citadel goes to East Tennessee State. They're catching 17.5, over under 140.5. Citadel off of back-to-back wins, an incredible Furman comeback in overtime. 3 of their last 4 have also been overtime now. Now you got to head to East Tennessee, who just came off of a nail-biter, 2 of them against Samford and Chattanooga after they lost to Western Carolina. So the last 3 games, they have 2 wins by 2 combined points. Now you're going to be back home after a 3-game road stretch, and you get Citadel, who's coming in off of back-to-back wins and 3 overtime games in the last 4. They're going to get fucking slaughtered. Respect the troops, but you're fucking done tomorrow. East Tennessee State minus 17.5. Lay it.
Hey, if $4, if this is a 3-unit play of the day, St. Francis minus 2.5 for you, I might do a unit on the 2.5 then, and then a unit on the money line maybe for you.
You crazy, bro. You crazy.
Yeah, no, we're
unit.
We're
I might sprinkle then too. If you're feeling that fucking confident about it.
$4? I mean, if he's throwing 3 units on it.
Yeah.
ETSU, lay it here. Don't overthink it. I like backing this ETSU team at home. Now we got a good spot for them. I know they've, like you said, 2 1-point wins on the road. Now they return home. Last time out at home, just a little under 2 weeks ago, beat Greensboro by 26. I think they get it done here. Your point, huge, massive comeback win at home. Now they got to travel 1-day spot because it got moved up. East Tennessee State, they were already planning on traveling back home. Citadel kind of had to hurry their plans and rush to get there to get this game in. And the Citadel, 3 of their last 4 games they've won, and 3 of the last 4 games have been in overtime as well. So yeah, give me East Tennessee State Buccaneers roll here, win by 20 plus, like Warbucks is saying in the chat.
I thought he was saying his 3-unit play was St. Francis.
He did.
Oh, it is. Okay. I missed. All right, man. I'll tail you. I'll throw a little bit on St. Francis. I'll ride.
I'm waiting for him to comment back. I think he might be fucking with us because earlier he was talking about how we were wild for even breaking down the USC Upstate Gardner-Webb game.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh nope, right. True. He's on it. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'm still seeing no line for Charleston Southern and Longwood. If anything, I'll take Southern. Just purely because of where is this? Are they not even playing this? This isn't even on Kempom anymore on the schedule.
It's not. It hasn't been on Kempom, but it got moved. It got moved from Saturday to Friday. I do know that. That's why I put it on here.
That's weird. They have all the times and everything updated, but they don't have this game in there.
Yeah, it's a 6:00 game. Last matchup, Charleston Southern won 89-85, February 1st of last year. So they haven't played this year. I'm curious to see what this line is because I'm tempted to bet Longwood there at home. I haven't been a fan of this Longwood team. Been kind of fading them. But I don't know. You taking Charleston Southern?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, if you look at these games, they've lost 4 straight, but Winthrop, 4-point loss, High Point, 2-point overtime loss, Upstate, overtime loss, Presbyterian, 4-point loss. It's not like they're getting blown out. No, we're going to get an inflated line because they've lost 4 straight. Longwood's coming off of a 40-point drumming, and won 2 of their last 3. I think we're getting an inflated line here. I know it's not an ideal spot. I've been liking a lot of home teams, but I really like this spot for Charleston Southern tomorrow. I think we're going to catch them at a good number just because of what their recent skid is, which, they played good teams, lost in overtime, and they're within 4 points. And then a team that just won by 40 in 2 of the last 3 Ws. I think we're getting an inflated line. I'll take Charleston Southern whenever, more than likely, whenever I see the number.
Yeah, we'll see what it comes like. JB, I just kind of looked it up while he was talking. It is official on the Longwood page. 5th of the game, Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. So
maybe they just haven't announced the cancellation yet.
The plan is to play that at 7 tomorrow night. So I think maybe it's one of those games that just kind of got moved. They announced it 2:55, so quite a while ago actually. So I'm surprised that this game hasn't popped up on the books yet, but looks like it is going to be played tomorrow. I'll wait to see what this line does. So just check the picks page on that one. I got a placeholder in for it.
Tulane's heading to Charlotte. Charlotte's laying 4.5. Nope, I will take Ron Hunter on the road as a dog. They just played FAU, pretty tough, and now you got wrong day. And now you're going to play Charlotte. Like I know Charlotte is a respectable team, but they haven't been playing anybody of what's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. They haven't played anybody that's really worth mentioning. I mean, when they step up, they lose. Tulsa lost. Wichita State was a double overtime home win by 4 points. Lost to Temple. Lost to Charleston, lost to Utah State, Richmond, Illinois State, whatever. Their wins are East Carolina, Rice, UTSA, Lafayette, North Carolina, AT, Tennessee Tech, and then Indiana State, game 1 of the year. I will take Tulane. I think they're going to win this game. Charlotte at home, I get it, but you're not going to win this game. If you are, it's not by margin. So give me the Tulane Green Wave to stroll on into a cover.
Yeah, I'll take Tulane as well. Charlotte, last time out against I think I bet them when they were playing at home last against Tulsa. That was absolutely terrible. Bad bet by me. I'm not going to back this Charlotte team again. Maybe they survive and get a win, but, you've seen that they've played super close games. Except for UTSA, and we all know how bad UTSA is there in the American Athletic this year. So if they're going to win this game, they're going to win by 2 to 3 points. So give me the plus 4.5 with Tulane. I'm seeing it coming down as well. So bet it now because it looks like it's already heading down to 3.5.
Yeah, that feels like the smart move. So yeah, I guess grab it ASAP. Yeah, let's rock with the Green Wave and Ron Hunter. Akron is laying 9.5 against Ohio, 168.5 total. I feel like we just play an over. No, you got Ohio here who gives up points. They can score points too, but Akron, I know their defense is suffocating, but they can still score a bunch. They get 90. We need 75, 80 for this over from Ohio. I think that can happen. Kind of like this over. I kind of like Ohio with the points. I know it's Akron, but Ohio at home on this Friday night, this place is going to be rocking. I like the over more, but no bet.
Yeah. Kind of my initial gut was telling me just take the points with Ohio plus the 9.5. I'll see if I can get there with a bet. Ohio at home. This is kind of their game. I know they just survived against Northern Illinois, possibly looking ahead a little bit to this Akron game. This game, I do not think. I know I had read it to JB earlier. Was looking to see this game was already being planned on being played on Friday. So I think it's a good spot for this Ohio team. Yes, JB Akron covered pretty easily. Beat Buffalo by 19. I think they were laying 7.5, 8.5 there. So I think Ohio keeps it close here. Give me Ohio plus the 9.5. I think the books are setting it below double digits because they're wanting you to bet Akron. If they liked Akron, they would probably put this at 10.5, 11. So give me Ohio. Give me the Bobcats. Keep it close at home plus the 9.5.
Yeah, Bobcat up. I like it. Marquette and the Butler. Oh, good God. Oh,
I love waiting for you to. I just let you bet Butler first, and then I just do the opposite. So you got this one.
smart. Yeah, but I make you tell me what you're going to do in this game first. So then I give you the kiss of death or the heads up to just start walking to the ticket window to cash that ticket.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna lay it with Butler here. Just beat DePaul by 7. Marquette got that absolutely terrible ass win. Providence basically gave that away. Fouled Marquette on the 3 to send it to overtime, and then turned it over with 4 seconds left and fouled them. Kind of a phantom foul in my opinion, but I guess it was a foul. He tripped it, but secured the victory for Marquette at home. Now you got them going on the road where they kind of struggle. I know Marquette only lost to as I know Canvas Cappers in the chat. I know they lost to his DePaul team only by 5 on the road, but man, I think this Butler team's a lot better. Lost by 24 to St. John's on the road. I don't feel like there's any way to not lay it with Butler here. I think you're kind of crazy if you're taking Marquette plus the points.
Yeah, just don't get cute with it. Marquette's terrible. I would lay it with Butler too. I think this is actually a spot where you're actually good at Elliott. Unless Marquette plays above their heads, but I think the over's in play too. Butler plays at a fast pace. Marquette plays at a fast pace. Butler gives up a ton of points. Marquette has the ability to score, but they also give up a ton of points. So I think we're going to see our fair share of points here. I like Butler, and I like the over in Indianapolis tomorrow at Hinkle.
Yeah. What's that over? 160 and a half?
116. I don't know what the updated number is. I'm just going off the sheet.
I like that 160 and a half number. I do like that. Maybe that's the side I'll play. I think what I'm looking at, I was just looking at this while you were giving that. I might do play Butler money line, Furman money line is what I'm looking at possibly as a little 2-team money line parlay piece. Furman bounce back, get the win, don't have to sweat out a 5.5, and then Butler, same thing. I think they get it done at home, so I don't have to sweat out a 7.5 number. So that might be where I'm at.
Ohio State catching 15.5 against Michigan, over under 163.5. Dealer's a dog. Michigan Indiana just covered this number. Do you think Indiana is as good as Ohio State?
Yeah.
Are they better, or are they
Indiana? Level? I think they're pretty comparable, in my opinion. Depends on what kind of Indiana team you're getting, but
neutral court, I use laying 1. Are you taking it, or are you playing Ohio State?
Oh, I'm laying it. Yeah, I'm laying it. So yeah.
So you think Indiana's better?
I think Indiana's better. Yeah.
So now we're getting the same exact number that Michigan just won by, and it's a rivalry game for Ohio State. I know they don't really have an interior, but Ohio State's got Bruce Thornton and Devin Royal. They can score and get buckets. 163.5. This feels really low. This feels like a game. Both teams are in the 80s, and Michigan's probably pushing 100. We're going to have tempo. You're going to have pace in this game, and you're going to have, two teams that don't like each other, because schools. So maybe you get a little bit foul heavy, more free throws. Time is stopped. But Ohio State likes to play, they have played up tempo, and then Michigan, is Michigan. They're going to force them to play what they're going to do, what they want to do. So 163.5 over for me is how I'll play it. And if I'm going to pick a side, it's going to be Ohio State. But over is far more appealing to me.
Yeah, it's even came down a point. I'm seeing 162.5 as well. So shop around a little bit if you like that over. I don't mind that over either. I'm going to take Ohio State, though, plus the 15.5. I just think it's way too many points in a rivalry game. I don't think that Ohio State really flirts with kind of a money line like Wisconsin did there in Ann Arbor, but I think they can keep it close. Michigan wins this game by 10 to 12 points, but Ohio State covers it here. And I think Warbucks is kind of right. He's spot on. Michigan, they might have had this game against Nebraska circled here coming up on Tuesday. You got the undefeated 19-0 team. And they got to go into the barn. Nebraska does still and take care of business, but could be possibly 20-0, 9-0 in the Big Ten coming into Ann Arbor on Tuesday. So I think, while this is a rivalry game, they're obviously not going to overlook it, but can't say they're not looking ahead a little bit to Nebraska coming into town.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. The over just feels like a better play to me than sweating out Ohio State, who has the ability to get blown out, but they also offensively have the ability to hang in. So, Western Illinois versus Southern Indiana. Southern Indiana, I believe both these teams played today. Western Illinois lost to Morehead State on the road. Now they're traveling to Southern Indiana, who's been at home, and they're coming off of an overtime loss to Eastern Illinois. I'll lay it with Southern Indiana. They're going to bounce back at home. Western Illinois has been hitting the road. They're traveling everywhere. And now Southern Indiana got to stay home, and they just lost in overtime. So, I mean, they had the chance to win that game, blew it. I don't think Western Illinois is going to have much gas or motivation to do anything. Maybe an under in this game. But I think Southern Indiana gets this done.
Are you seeing a line at all yet? I don't see anything, so I was just asking. But
Nope.
I mean, 0-9 Western Illinois against 1-8 Southern Indiana. Fantastic game.
It's probably Southern Indiana minus 2.5.
Here in the OVC. I'll fade Western Illinois. I just haven't been impressed with them whatsoever this entire year. Now you get them 4 straight road game, back-to-back spot, and they're traveling from, Moorhead, Kentucky. I wonder how far Moorhead, Kentucky is to Evansville. I'll be on Southern Indiana side. I've got a placeholder in. Check the picks page.
For sure. And then the final game of the night, Utah State laying 4 at Colorado State, 148.5.
4-hour drive.
Do you remember?
4-hour drive, Evansville from Moorhead to Evansville. So pretty far drive. Farther than I thought.
Yeah, and then they got to drive back tomorrow too. Do you remember the final score of the previous game these two played?
Oh, yeah, absolute smash. 152, is that correct?
100-58.
58, damn it.
42-point blowout at home. Now it's a 4-point game. The believer in me wants to say this is a spot Colorado State gets up Friday night at home. They can hit threes. They can hang in this game, but I think this is a don't get cute with it kind of play. I think this is a take the better team. Utah State plays at elevation. They're a really good team. They just lost not the previous game, the game prior. They got that. They're lit back there. They're coming into this game knowing full well they're going to get their best shot after they just put it on them at home. I think Colorado State's the fake sharp play of the day tomorrow. I like Utah State laying the 4. I think they blow them out again. I think this is a 15, 20-point win. They open it up in the second half, and Colorado State just doesn't have an answer to slow them down. I like Utah State.
Yeah. Oh, man. I like Utah State.
State does it all, both sides.
Yeah. The the stupid thing is I got a bad taste in my mouth right now with Utah State because they freaking lost to damn UNLV at home Tuesday. Terrible. I had their team total. They just did not look very good. I mean, UNLV, they shot the shit out of the ball. They looked really good, but now we get Utah State off of 2 losses. Grand Canyon, UNLV, going to Colorado State. I think you're right. I think you're on the right side. I think I'm going to be on Utah State minus the 4. Everybody's going to be betting Colorado State. Oh, they're getting 4 points. They, got hammered by 42 last time out. It's a bounce back spot for Colorado State.
That's going to be the number one argument you're going to hear from people. Is they lost by 42 last game. They're coming to play them tough tomorrow.
Yeah, but then
you
also
try, but
you can also get the other counterpoint of like you'll have people that'll just simply look, oh, they beat them by 42, and now they're only laying 4. Oh, we should take Utah State. It's a hammer spot. So you're gonna get that too. But yeah, I'll take Utah State. I think if they wouldn't have lost that game to UNLV, I would have been definitely on Colorado State. But the fact that they've dropped 2 games in a row, first game that they lost at home last year, and like Warbuck said, 15-point favorite UNLV. They're going to bounce back here. So I was looking to bet Colorado State here, but when Utah State lost to UNLV at home, made things a lot more interesting. So I'll take Utah State.
Yeah, Utah State might be one of my favorites tomorrow. That's for sure. But that will do it for the slides. All the games. We got all day hoops tomorrow. Thank God. 11 Central all the way until 9 Central final tip. So we got 12 hours of hoops tomorrow, people. Thank God. I only work until 10 a.m. So I know what I'll be doing all day.
Look at you.
Fuck yeah. I'd rather just work 410s instead of having to wake up at fucking 5:30 and go to work for 4 hours. But hey, I won't complain about being done at 10 a.m.
What do you do? Work 4 9s and then 4?
Yeah, 6 to 3:30 and then 6 to 10 tomorrow. Stupid. It's gonna be minus 41. Why can't we just work the extra 4 hours this week so we didn't have to come in? But whatever. I don't call the shots. But that'll be it. I probably will be here later in the show tomorrow is my guess because I got my weekends mixed up and during a text. Thought I was not going to be here next weekend. It's actually this weekend, but I'm sure I'll be hopping in at some point later in the show. I'm not going to be out till bar close, so I'll end up hopping in at some point, but I will be missing earlier. But Elliot and Huff will still be rocking and rolling with all the games prior to that. Elliot, final words before we allow the good people to leave and enjoy their Thursday night.
Final words for me. We're gonna go rhythm play the day. Marquette Butler team total. Marquette Butler over 160.5. So that'll be the rhythm play of the day. Hopefully we can kind of get back onto the right side of things here. We've had a tough little stretch, but like Trev said earlier on in the show, when you started out so hot with that, you can take some losses throughout. So we'll ride Marquette Butler over 160.5, get it done, and cash some other bets as well. Like you said, all day hoops. I'm excited for it. I'm glad that they've added some games, so now we get a little bit deeper slate on the 24 game slate now. So love it.
Yep. Irvine, you better cover this 8.5. You're just up 20 and all of a sudden it's 11-point game. Like you were literally up 20 2.5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. So this will be fun to sweat out, but I am heading over to Kyle Kerms right now, and then TCE is going after. If TCE is going now, hop on over there, wherever. But there's more college basketball content for you guys to consume tonight. If you do so, please like, comment, subscribe. Everybody, appreciate you. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Toodles.